Once again, good evening. Once again, good evening. Once again, good evening. Ghana for me, Chichi Amuina. My name is Shawana Fiadimoko Football, and I'm here once again today to tell the families of these two players you can see on the screen. One is Kobbie Mainoo. The one on my right is Kobbie Mainoo. This is Kobbie Mainoo on my right. And then on my left is Omari Forson. These two players are from Ghana. They are young Ghanaian footballers, and at the moment they are playing for Manchester United in the English Premier League. And for the past week, you can see on social media with a lot of speculation coming from a section of the public saying, I've never heard any official statement from the Ghana Football Association, but on social media it is alleged that the FA want or they have made an inquiries as to how to lure Kobbie Mainoo to come and play for the Black Stars. And many people are supporting the idea. But I'm here to state it from my point of view is to ensure we bring sanity into the families of these two players if there's an attempt to invite or convince them to come and play for the Black Stars. Mr. Mainoo and Mrs. Mainoo, if you are listening to me, don't ever allow your son to come and play for the Black Stars. If any invitation comes, please let the youngster focus on his career at Manchester United. Because our people, they will invite him and later dump him. And this is not the first time they have done it to those people they invite from outside the country, especially those who were not born here. Those who were born in the motherland, different, but those who were born outside Ghana, they have a special mentality that the authorities in Ghana cannot understand or cannot mold them into the standard on why they have come through procedure in Europe. No? Better training in Europe. That training in Ghana, so it will be very difficult for them to adapt into Debian and in issues. They invited Jeffrey Schlop, and then Omar Dampo Jeffrey Schlop. Now Jeffrey Schlop, Egusu Bobo. We have a problem at our right back. We have a problem at our left back. Still, Black Stars play without inviting this same player who is playing currently for Crystal Palace in England, Jeffrey Schlop. Omu invite no. Omu to me invite Jordan Ayew. He invited Jeffrey Schlop. And Kobbie Mainoo is not the problem solution. Our Black Stars, the Black Stars, the current situation we are going through, Kobbie Mainoo cannot solve that problem. Nor Omari Forson. These youngsters, they can't solve the problem. The problem is beyond that. Kobbie Mainoo is just 18 years. He can't solve it. Your players are 32, 33, and 28. Kramun to mean solve your problems. No? Only Kobbie Mainoo. Mumbode Adiana from the grassroots. Namodi Akosro. We don't build a national team from the top. We start from the grassroots. We produce this Kobbie Mainoo players no Bebre Ghana. Other than us, we produce quality players. As I speak to you now, we have better players. Ghana. I'm not going that far. Ashama, Usu, Pram Pram. I'm not going far. I'm not even going to the Kumasi area. I'm not going to the Central region. I'm not going to the Western region. I'm not going to the Born Half region. I'm going to the area. Blasters na moyeno. Blasters na moyeno in crown. We can get better midfielder than Kobbie Mainoo. A midfielder who can dribble more than 3, 4, 5 players like Neo Dati Lamte, Awudu Isaka, Daniel Ado, skillful players. Ghana, who, when the war, skillful players, we are Siafana now we Brazil, which country? When you talk of players with skillful mindset, players who can dribble, take on defenders, Shastila type of players, skillful players. Nobody we are see our players you will be in Ghana for. But you don't pick those quality players no with exceptional qualities. No. Football is not played with players from Mama Ba and Dada Ba era. And Team Menu Ba. Ajua Gracie Ba. Those are the people who play football. Those from the hinterland. Those are the people who play football. Omo ni bi no mobro forma no. Enya dada mafro ne bobo. That is why I say Kwame's son is not playing football. That is why Ibrahim Muhammad's son is not playing football. That is why Aliko Dangote's son is not playing football. That is why Aaron Moore's son is not playing football. Football is not played by the rich or resourceful people. It is always coming from those who are in need. Those are the people. And we have majority of them in the country. Those who are hungry for sources, we have them. But you don't want to develop them. Intimo person no be develop we no mu could do abroach who we are. Then you want to go and bring him to come and play for the Blasters. We can't do Blasters with such an attitude. I mean, for force into Omar and Chewa, near who force ye. Forcing, I mean, for men no more branch. You can't build a national team from the top. Mainoo never started the progress with our under 17 or under 20. He was developed by Manchester United from the academy level and now he's into the first team. So he got his integration from a different department. That is where he was from the Manchester youth system. That is where he's been playing with them for a longer period. It is a the neighbor Ghana. It's very difficult for him to gel with the local boys near Wahano. Into your bar or best struggle in another developer, you don't have a better field for this guy to come and play on it. You park and cry yet into your bar or best struggle, he will never get the benefit when you're Manchester United. And no bounce no one perform. Mubedi na tem. You insult these boys, maybe become mommy. Mudi bia young crofo bebre. Na no asamoja ya local breed crown. Of course, say penalty back up a ghost as Samoja she in a Ghana for referee. South Africa 2010. 2008 African Cup of Nations. Ghana for the Samoja attempts are money in your bar for Jack Crack as a blasters to Chrome mobile. You got your time cry. His mother catches a penalty. He should stop playing penalty for Ghana. And the guy stopped playing Ghana's penalties. And that cost us in 2015. At the time we need a Samoja to come and take penalty for us. Because we knew say more because of the Ghana for I can't find on penalty issues. No, he decided to opt out while more, able to penalty shootout. They substituted Asamoah in order to pave way for somebody to come and play so that Asamoah will not be part of the penalty kicks. We ended up losing the AFCON championship to the Ivory Coast then. Intimodie, I just say, yes, Ghana, maybe I'm sorry, or Abruchi, young Kofano, or Mramu was talent, maybe those people, you don't want them. 1989, when we started Ghana, we started under 17, 1989. Plus, na Ghana one a form. At that time, we only been a coffin as a foreign player being a coffin. The 1991 squad na the J World Cup, which player in a coffin if we outside say England and now say Spain and now Germany and now say Tunisia and never bomb Ghana. We use local based player from Accra, Kumasi, Brown, Afro region, secondary Takrade, Western region, no money idea, Pram Mo, Tema Community 1 and 2 players around our shores. Those are the people we use to play and beat the whole world and won the World Cup. 1995, we won another World Cup in Ecuador. We used local breed players, including some few players who were then graduated from the 1991 edition. And then the 1993 edition. Because those times, now under 17, now age, say in the next edition, ultimate online now, I'll buy back, I want to be mobile. We have the talent, homegrown talent, we have them. It is all about doing the right thing, nurturing them from the grassroots, picking them from age 12 or maybe age 15. We brought them up to 17. By 2-3 years, they will be up, matured, play for the under 70, play for the under 20, play for the under 23, and then play for the Black Stars. We don't build Black Stars by going to Germany to pick somebody who was born there, going to England to pick somebody who was born there, going to France to pick somebody who was born there, going to Spain to pick somebody who was born there. No, you can't build a team. You'll be selecting individual stars, but with no team cohesion, no understanding. They don't understand the culture. They don't understand how African terrain of football is. Omoma bobo park papa so san wa brochiro. To the buy ya kwawie so yem park ya enye ya. He can't go to DR Congo and play. He can't go to Mozambique and play. He can't go to Sudan and play. He can't go to most of the African countries that are not well developed with international standard football to go and play and perform. And we will insult these same people. Look at what we did to Ransford Yeboah, Konesdorfer. He played just one match. He never did anything wrong. Because we lost to Cape Verde 2-1, every Ghanaian, Moto Manusia Kwalawesu did not temsa. He was not included over the rest of the games. This guy was sidelined. Before going to the World Cup, there was this guy, Afenejan. At the time, we needed a striker for the Blaster. We were not scoring. We were finding it difficult. We got the opportunity to play Nigeria. And that was our final game. A bit more progressive. And if we beat Nigeria, we are going to Qatar. Akwalawe Ghana, he fought for Ghana, both home and away. It means ball, share Nigeria, Nigeria, free one. You qualified to the World Cup. We dropped this guy for no reason. Afenejan, she modern babo we boy. Edu see ebe call World Cup no. Ye yini se nche kofa Inaki Williams at the nearby. So my striker. We are we are better than our national team na ye. obey day now national team now. Your national team will never be better unless you go back to the grassroots. We won the 4 times African Championship now, friends, and African Cup of Nations winners. Now, they boy now. We use homegrown players and the winnings our cups including the local coach. No expatriate coach won any of our previous African Cup of Nations title. No expatriate coach won it for Ghana. It is our local coaches who did that magic. They won it. Why don't we believe in those we have? Why don't we believe in those Ghanaian players we have? Your players, you about domestic league. You have about domestic league the whole season. You player Bakumpo Manembo Blasters. So what is the benefit of us playing the domestic league at all? If we play a domestic league and we can't get 2 or 3 players to play for the national team, the Blasters, what are we even doing there? Can't we stop playing? I'm not many obedient come on. Or say, eti Ghana, isike yina ni Sadema Blasters. Anti yahu trainer, it is because of the Blasters. Yes, indeed. Because the Blasters, I have money falling for everybody. Leadership, that is where they make their money. The Ministry of Youth and Sports, the GFA, that is where they get their money. Until they say do Blasters there. Yan cause someone free from Jessica, the Enkobo. They don't go and play, say you kwakoje cap a break Ghana for a motive you. That is why this African Cup of Nations, I told you guys not to expect anything special from the Blasters. Blasters, you go die. There are people who are benefiting from the Blasters. It is dollars. That is why we took 8.5 million to a tournament. Price tag and $7 million. Now that is why. Your president only bomu. The president born will nimu. The sports minister born will nimu. Naka sports minister nimbo more. How can you budget 8.5 million for a tournament worth 7 million? 7 million, you only get it when you win the title at stake. If you fail to win, you will not get that 7 million. So why do you even make a budget of 8.5 million to go and claim $7 million from a competition? Meanwhile, you went to Cote d'Ivoire, Mokoye. Mokoye so Mokoye so Yesika no so and Yamfa Samba. Ancestor no way. Bring our ancestor. We need the money back. Because when to me, at least we need more than half of the amount. First run and I'm away and I'm over. So Mr. and Mrs. Kobbie Mainoo, mom and dad, never ever Samunya let it be say, yes, ye babe, Famo Bana be Bob Blaster Hiana, Miss Remo Mamo Marqualane, Momanin focus on the Manchester United. Well, Bebamia bedin a tap or no going to me solve Ghanaian problem. No. The problem is huge. The solution is back home. The solution, I know yet the young boys now, almost under 17, no, almost the future for the Blasters. Those who are in Domahinkro, Sunyane, Wale, Wa, Sekendi, Takrade, Hoy, Damongo, Axim, Koforudia, Achemoda, Kumase, Ekrono. Those are the players. What we want now. Said the BIS ye no. Ye cost saba bebo frekobo from her omu bebo muntimimbo omu living condition a different. Ye cry ye we ye Ghana cry about bet na bruchino. Your mindset na assessor First na me wo Ghana no niema na me ye no me ba America no asesa me kuta different mentality me dream special. Me dream Ghana dream bio adwin na asesa. That is how it is. Now be a ya wono e wa abrochi. The condition is special. Ohun ateche da. Ohun dum so da. Niema bebre ohun etu de ne ba blaster cross of bona kania kodum kra. Just pressure kra beto so. Just say enye onwa ye bobo akra bo se flat for na dum. Kuma se bobo na flat na dum. O kuma kola ne kra so. Obedina park ne so wontimi mo. Would be a bebre Kevin Presbyterian could see saying it got to a time of quiet vocal and blasters to move in this in chain. What the yomo da Quincy also be ye, you could see saying how many times and I'm a man opportunity no. Tony Baffo, Umber boy could see saying you do baby cranny and from you. You can't do anything without burden it from the process. Grassroots. Opesa ye boxer now we need title. You start from the amateur. No amateur then you turn professional. You understand? O turn professional so you don't just go say what turn professional you ukwa kushia Tyson Fury and akwa kushia Deontay Wilder and akwa kushia Gervonta Davis. No, you have to start from somewhere. Before you face the champion, you have to fight from the ground and then beat people up. Signing was okay. Or Boone Papa 6, 7, 8, 9. Now he can face the champion near the world title. No, so Azuma Nelson just don't go and fight. Say no more into acquire no could not ring no that. No, Azuma started for a grassroots. Kobbie Mainoo or Mary Forcing, these two players can't solve the problem blasters here faces this year now. It is a process from the grassroots. We have the men, the boys who can do that job in Accra. They are in Ghana. They are not in London. They are not in Spain. They are not in France. They are not in Germany. They are not in Afghanistan. They are in Ghana. Let's start. Young course San Kwalan in Grumom, Winnipeg Sports College, Omuguo. Yeah, cause some go near yes training born. And Gruma yes SS77 yes Grumu boys across the whole Ghana. Or she show me now one team normally boy and a boy the JJ Cup. Now this is the 365 no money So the blasters, the solution now, it is not going to the United Kingdom to bring Kobbie Mainoo or Omari Forsen or any other Ghanaian player who is playing in the diaspora to come and solve our problem. No. We brought in Naki Williams. Still, the problem remained the same. Because he was not part of the problem. The problem, no? Into no ntimi ma me solve your problem no because asia na nye ontimi free throw ma me me say blaster opa mo fa Messi ani Ronaldo mienu megu anim ho ma yen emfa because asia na nye South African goalkeeper Robin Williams. He was in Bafana since 2014. Robin Williams was in Bafana since 2014. Sundowns keeper no. Since 2014. And watch Bafana basing there. Now you kobo World Cup qualifiers almost a year or me. Robin on one and them. Say since 2014. How many goalkeepers and Yenya blasters? Since 2014, how many goalkeepers na blasters ya change? Since 2014. But South Africa still have the confidence and believe in him. And Chebiao, Jojo Walakot, Atizigi, Ufori, Manaf. Yeah, yes, about four to five goalkeepers. Still, our goalkeeping problems, I am fine. It is still there. Because we are not consistent. We still keep on doing the same mistake. We need to be consistent. Let's have faith, strong faith in our young goalkeepers. Dan Lad Ibrahim, he started with under 17 to under 20. Nka Dan Lad Ibrahim, na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛma yɛni kɔ ne ho. Yɛ build no. Hwɛ now, Dan Lad Ibrahim, masɛe no. Now we are no call World Cup ya you call Qatar ya the Kobbie. Now where is Dan Lad Ibrahim? Dan Lad Ibrahim I say ya no. Your sideline no a national asset, but now your sideline no. Ghana keepers. Owusu Banahenemo or Antonio Sekojomo. Ye will keepers, Ghana ye will keepers. And the keepers, no so the majority of them no a brown half Central region. Na baako bi apie mu asante we. Hwɛ football no ɛyɛ culture. Ire bia any talent no the best be a free ba. Sada de na ti o. Oh yes, players na. Ye o baby on ma say Central region say keepers ho omo ye ade no akọ ho. Ono na obenya keeper papa be che blaster. Say strikers say ɛyɛ brown half na wafa ho. Midfielders Ashanti no afa ho. Oh, yeah, then the whole Ghana or money in any else there. Yeah, picky place not near the omabo. And the blasters are one way. And the blasters no, and yet the whole Ghana tribal back open about blaster no. Who check a blaster is about 90% of blaster players no from one tribe. Check it. Check blasters about 90% from one tribe. Into blending no cry anyhow. But this is a national team. Tiasi enye bi fi Central region, enye bi fi Northern region, Eastern region, Greater Accra, Ashanti region, all the Bono region, all the regions, OT region, all the regions. Enye place ni na ya bobo ya sonny so na yi the best. Normal representing. So for those of you who are campaigning for us to go and bring Kobbie Mainoo, he is not the solution to our problem. Let's leave the youngster alone. Allow him to concentrate on his career at Manchester United. We have the men in Ghana. Blaster no. One former local coaches. What is I say local coaches be apply Michael Osemo, any idea? Maxwell Kunedumo, give them the opportunity. Na mo first kanema no abrofo na mo de mo ba 50,000-60,000 a month to them no eye full waste of money. Omo ntumi nje cap na maye and omo ban so a they don't even stay here to build a team, a local team. Omo sign ba na omo ne na ma broche ko se surprise te wa broche dia bo nti adwuma ba kra na omo bombe ya as coaches no. We need a local coach, not in cry ho. Now, Koto, yeah, ball leg, no, call Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, coach, matches may be an or scout 2 players, national team coach, or yeah, Jumano. So sad. Say, what talent to go Ghana, pa, na common national team, to me. National team, I want this can Koto player 8 million, and then 1 million from a ball. Also, some players free to come and play, and also moon to me. Obi na ye Real Madrid or the titles. Obi ye Liverpool, be Arsenal or the title or to top players. So, but the national team, you don't buy any player. You pick player from any place. Be or ye eligible to play for the country. You know. Now the nabon and no so to me. The munima and say yes, says scafer kwa blaster under 70 kwa yen tieska under 20 omunyeska a merko ba omunyeska your board local league yenyeska ma players no sponsorship but blaster do dia oman penny best sign sports minister best sign the big issue sika mo say sika na sa or blaster as well on Jacob blaster no on Jacob and so ye say sika ni na blaster so. It is appalling. I am so disgusting. Say, ya ball ya G 4 times African champions. And Egypt, I be pay on. And then I'm 7 na sign. Egypt. Ya G ya 4 no. No more man. I'm pay on. It is our shame na him Kobbie Mainoo maame a. On kan kire no. Se ne ba no. One on marry force. Enye omo na beba be solve Ghana for ye blasters any problem. Adape twa na omo ba no ye bi twa omo. Omo ba no be mistake ba akopɛ. Atem didie ene Miami journalist for yi supporters ene ye ne ye bi twa bɔ no. Solution no e wo fie wa what we wise. My name is Shawana Efi Ajima Kofrobo. I mean come on Hana Midemosi. Have a wonderful time. My cramo, you know.